Our Ampalayas are still young, but we're competing with the time here. Look, it prematurely ripe, so we're harvesting them young and we'll be cooking today.
The end of gardening season is coming. My ampalaya is ripening. The tomatoes are abundant. With some ingredients I brought from home, let us see the excitement that we can make for lunch here among the plants and flowers. Warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. Let's join Romilo at his garden.
Warm greetings from the garden. It's another gardening weekend here at Romilo's place. Pagbate mula sa Holland. Your uncle and kuya here, Romilo. Today, I'll be cooking what I just harvested. You saw me harvest this young, very young ampalaya. And this tomatoes. So I'll be cooking ampalaya con itlog, ampalaya con huevo, or ampalaya with egg. Of course, I won't be cooking ampalaya with just egg. I'll be adding ground pork. The ingredients are, as I'm showing, ampalaya, eggs, and as an option, if you want it more luxurious a bit, add pork. Ground pork preferably. And to stir fry, of course, we need oil and salt and some fish sauce. Just a small portion. We don't want our food to smell like the ocean. Let's start. Okay. Ideally, we should have onions, but I don't have onions in the garden, so unfortunately, just garlic. Ay, ay, ay. And of course, we'll be adding in the stir fry tomatoes, very fresh from the garden. Now let's just slice ampalaya. This is the most aesthetically pleasing slice or cut of ampalaya. Like the sun, green sun, beautiful. I thought these ampalayas were much younger. No, they're mature. Look, the seeds have adequately formed. I'm happy we were on time. Otherwise, they could have ripened. Look, the seeds are mature. I didn't expect this. We have to remove the mature seeds. This will be bitter. Bitter, bitter, and bitter. We don't want that. The bitter seeds of a bitter melon, that's double bitter. I have here Dennis from Pampanga, from the culinary capital of the Philippines, is stowing the camera. You'll get to see him later. And Dennis, let me ask you, when you cook this recipe in Pampanga, do you first or squeeze it or massage it with salt or no?
We just soak it with salt and water.
Or just soak in? Yeah, for how many minutes?
15 minutes is okay.
Soak in water?
Yeah.
How about doing that? Okay, let's do that. And then let's call it the Pampangan style. Pampangan style. I think it will sell. Yeah, let's do that. Let's soak in water with
Salt.
salt. Okay.
Yeah. For 15 minutes.
Dennis will be showing that later. We will give him the chance. He's launching here at Channel Horn. He just arrived, by the way. Dennis here, our cameraman today, has taken over. He's from Pampanga.
Hi.
So he'll show, and he will show us the Kapampangan way of preparing this.
Okay. More salt.
More salt. Don't worry about using more salt than required because anyway we'll be washing that, right, Dennis? Yeah.
Yes.
So the objective here is to soak the ampalaya in salt solution. For how many minutes, Dennis?
Just 15 minutes is okay.
15 minutes,
Yeah.
yeah. And let me explain the chemistry or the physics behind it. You call you here an engineer. It's osmosis actually. Osmosis is the process. It's not a process. It's what happens. Osmosis is a process of, let's say, transfer of the liquid from one liquid to another of higher concentration through a membrane. So since salt here is higher in concentration than the ampalaya, it will absorb the bitterness of the ampalaya. Or the bitterness of ampalaya is transferred to the water. That's how to put it. Osmosis.
Pronounce it
Don't forget
correct,
the word,
Romilo.
osmosis.
It's osmosis.
Okay. I'll stop, and otherwise this will become a physics tutorial. By the way, we are at the garden. Yeah. So we'll wait for 15 minutes, yeah?
Yeah.
So are you able to tell a story for 15 minutes, Dennis? While waiting for our ampalaya to soak in, or no, not to soak in, to lose its bitterness, let's beat the eggs. You might not believe that this is my smallest bowl in the garden. This is a challenge. It's not necessary, but I'm used to adding salt to eggs, even if they have to be added to a dish which will get salted anyway later. I can't beat it. That hot. So
You seen on Channel 1 while cooking.
do that. That was dangerous. My God, I could haven't forgiven myself if I was scalded or burnt. That was risky, Romilo. Don't do it again. Ah, yeah. See. Yeah. Again, we need onions for this, but I don't have it.
The most beautiful sound from cooking.
True, Dennis. True. And we'll add this pork now. Yeah. I think it's beginning to cook. Dennis, look at this.
Yeah.
Beautiful. If you can only smell it. I can add this now. I'm afraid this would be the only batch of Ampalaya harvest that we have. I don't know why this season, this year, I don't have much. Okay, just stir fry it.
That's a good color.
Yeah, look at it, very heavenly. And then even a child, I hope this would be attractive enough for a child. That shape. Ooh. I started eating Ampalaya when I was, I think, when I was already an adult.
Why?
Because it's bitter, and children, as you know, would prefer spaghetti, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's getting a bit dry. Let's add some water. And let's make some excitement.
Okay.
I'm going to add the beaten eggs now. Not well beaten, but it doesn't matter. Just stir it until the egg cooks, and presto, we have a dish. Incomparable.
How is it?
Incomparable. Just meters away from the source. Sige.
Thank you for joining us today. Your uncle here in Kuya with my two cameramen today, Dennis and Ludo. I'd like to say thank you. And until next time, either here at the garden or at home at a small kitchen. Until next time.
And don't forget to subscribe if you want more of this cooking and growing series.